Paula with Monarch Truck Center, and Monarch has been a dealer. We've been in business for 42 years. I've been here for 25. We're currently blessed to be the #1 dealer in the Western region. Very proud of that, and part of our success has to be the Isuzu gas truck. Let me tell you a little bit about this truck. I really love it. So first of all, we start off by seeing that this is a low cab forward engine, so that we have great visibility, great turning radius on this truck. It's also got a lot of power. We got 350 horsepower with 425 pounds of torque with the 6-speed automatic transmission. This truck can move some products. So let's come around and see what we're talking about. So one of the features of the safety points that I want to talk to you about, beyond the visibility, turning radius that we just talked about, part of that visibility comes from the fact that we have rain channels on top of the cab so the water drains to the back. We are in the drought in California, but I'm sure this matters to a lot of people when there's water. Here we have our mirrors, and the impressive thing is it's one long mirror in the back, but it's actually 2 mirrors, and these mirrors adjust for closer. It's also really important, once this mirror is adjusted, the driver in a narrow pathway can close this mirror, and then when he pops up, it has memory. It will remember to go right back to where it's important, so that we encourage the drivers to close the mirrors if they need to get through narrow pathways. Then we come here and we immediately see that we also have additional clearance lines here, which is really important for folks to see you. And then you notice that the step here is covered. Let me show you. And that is also great for environments where the step is covered and protected from snow and things like that. The driver can easily open this with a gloves on because there's plenty of spacious. When we open this, voila, we see that we have a full path into the cab. We have an 85-degree door. And with the safety features, we notice as well that the windshield fluid is easily accessible with the side glass here, which is really important to make sure that the driver can always have a clean driver view. We also notice that the cab is fully enclosed and lined, but we also then comes standard with a heavy-duty floor mat. If we look at the seats, it sits 2, and the bench seat here, 2 seat belts. This that folds down and turns into a workbench per se, clipboard. And Isuzu has even been so thoughtful as to place our fire extinguisher triangle set area here directly for you, so you know you got to have that for US DOT application. When we close the door, we notice then that we right away come to the coolant. Easy, accessible visibility. Our air filters here. And then we have our battery right here. And when you open this top, you'll see that there's actually a place for you to lock your batteries due to theft, which is great. Beyond that, clear frame, guys, completely clear. Now, if we look at this vehicle, this is an 18-foot flatbed, and it's going to a fencing company that really debated the Ford product versus the Isuzu product, and the decision maker came, we have a smaller footprint, we have more power on this vehicle, much comprehensible cost of doing business as well. So our axle in the front is 6,800 pounds, and we move back to the front. Back here, we notice that the rear axle is 14,000 pounds. We have the 19.5 tires. They're all-season tires, good for any location. And then we see that here again, clear frame. When we come around here, I want to show you guys, this is pretty impressive. We notice that we have a clean chassis, clean frame in between the rails. We do see our 38-gallon fuel tank right there. And look at the attention to detail. The fuel line is going through the frame, protecting it, and coming out on this side here, where there's a fuel line that's given to the body companies, and so this is less opportunities for it to get kinked and have a problem. I also want to mention that in this particular truck, we noticed that we have a receiver hitch, and this receiver hitch, so this vehicle right here is a 14,500. With the rear, we have a gross combined on this particular model of 20,500 pounds. So you can tow 6 and carry 5. That's incredible. Now we do have other 2 models in this product line. We have the 12,000 GVW and we have a 17,950, really allowing you to decide what the payload needs are for your business, which is really super crucial. This is 18. We can go from 12 to 20 feet on this same chassis as well. So we could go shorter. We can do built dump trucks and various things. We go all the way to the front and we notice that we have our engine cover, we have our fuse boxes, and then now let me show you how to have access to this engine, which is also really important because that's why part of our maintenance cost is so low. You're seeing that, one, there's a safety switch here, so often you would pull that in, but I want to showcase that both of our tranny and engine dipsticks are on the passenger side. Typically, that's great because we want to be on the side there that's safe for the driver to not be on the pathway. We're going to close this cab and notice how easily it comes down. And all you got to make sure this handle closes. We come around here and we see this beautiful seats again. We also notice that as one of the quick checks, we have our brake fluid here. It pops open, you can see it. And we have safety handles here, both on both sides. And when we get in the cab, there's things we have to adjust. We have our steering column here that is elliptical and it can move. We have these could be for body upfits or various things, but here, this is your standard radio. Your radio comes with AM, FM, and hands-free Bluetooth right here already. There's other compartments for other connecting things that you could do, but in this radio, you can opt to have a backup camera, which would have given you a 7-inch screen to do that as well. We also have mobile eye features, which would have, keep the driver knowing if they're turning to the right or to the left. That's a safety feature that we can add to this as well. We also can do a suspension seat for the driver. So this tells you why Isuzu is the #1 cab forward truck. But included with this truck, free right now, we have 2 years, 30,000 miles of oil changes included. Some of my customers are opting, and I recommend adding the preventive maintenance service to that, so we can figure out the remaining services you need for the next 2 to 3 years, add that to the price of the purchase and finance that. I also highly recommend extending the warranty. So this vehicle is going to come with 60 months, 60,000 miles powertrain. I highly recommend, for a very reasonable price, to extend that to 5 years, 150,000 miles. This vehicle is road ready, and this is the reason why we're so popular. Thank you.